Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 42, and I'm your host, comedian Tracy Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Herzog.
I thought you forgot my name for a sec.
No, I was just trying to pause. People say that New Yorkers talk too quickly.
I know I talk too quickly, but only when I hear myself talking.
I remember one time I was listening to the podcast. I think it was actually Teen Mom Trash Talk that I was listening to. And I was listening it back and I was like, oh my God, is this on 1.5 speed?
And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
We are very fast talkers.
Compared to, I listen to a lot of other podcasts and I say wow, I know everything they're saying because they're talking so slow.
Right.
None of them are from New York though.
No.
Yeah.
We have to speak a little bit more slowly.
Our podcast will probably be so much longer.
No wonder our podcasts are 15 minutes
right?
long.
That's why.
Hilarious. Guys, make sure you're going to Patreon. We have a Patreon. We started it for our Teen Mom Trash Talk podcast, but we have now opened it to all the trash talkers. And it is patreon.com/Teen Mom Trash Talk. We'll be changing that shortly. And what you can get on there. Do you want to talk about what you can get on there?
Yeah, let's do it.
We have an entire 2 seasons of Unexpected on TLC. We have Unexpected Trash Talk on there.
Where we trash the talk.
We have over 80 episodes of our bonus podcast called BS Not Teen Mom Related, where we answer questions from you guys, our listeners.
I remember the first time we did it too.
Really? What do you remember about
I
that?
remember it was we were doing a bonus for the Patreon. We're
Right.
let's just do this podcast where we're just BSing, talking.
Right.
And then we did it. We were that was so much fun.
Right.
And it just kind of caught on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were let's address the questions people are asking us
Right.
or whatever it was. And that's how it caught on.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah, it was
I'll
fun.
have to listen back to episode 1.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be listening to episode 1 shortly. Also, with that, you will get entrance to our secret group.
Oh, that's the funnest group.
Our secret group is a fairly small group of listeners. We talk about personal stuff and we just we're all basically best friends.
Yeah, we don't really talk about the shows in there.
Not that much.
No, we talk more about ourselves.
You get entrance to that. You also get a free Teen Mom Trash Talk sticker, but we will be getting some 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk stickers shortly. I will let you know when we get them in. TBA.
Okay.
So guys, make sure you're joining our Patreon. Again, Patreon, patreon.com/Teen Mom Trash Talk.
What's TBA?
To be announced.
Oh, I always thought it was TBD, to be determined.
Well, I mean, that's a different acronym.
Interesting.
God, I wish you were smarter.
I am. Guys, I'm just not smart here. Because I think I just freeze in front of
Were you
company.
smart at Cash Cab? You were pretty smart.
I wasn't bad.
No, you weren't
listen,
bad.
you could have had a way worse person with you.
No, absolutely. Any
Yeah.
of my other friends would have been way worse.
I'm so glad I didn't have another friend with me.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you catch us on Cash Cab. We were on 2 weeks ago. You can get it on the Bravo app. And you could see our beautiful faces on the television.
On the big screen.
Yeah. Guys, we're here to talk about season 7, episode 2 of 90 Day Fiance. You know what? That's right. Straight up 90 Day Fiance.
I never thought I would hear that again.
Not before the 90 days, not Pedro and Chantel, not 90 Day Fiance in a lion cage.
Right. Not 90 Day Fiance the other way.
Just straight up 90 Day Fiance. We're going
Yeah.
to start with Tanya and Sinjin.
Sinjin.
He doesn't look like a Sinjin.
No, he doesn't. He looks like a
Bob.
Michael.
Yeah, I could see a Michael.
Yeah.
Sean.
Sean.
Oh,
yeah.
Sean.
Okay, I
so
like
let's talk
that.
about Tanya and Sean.
Okay.
She's late to get him at the airport. Now, here's the thing. This is, again, production.
Yeah, I mean, none of this was real. None of this was real.
None of it's real. Now that Noelle and I are stars on TV, we know all the ins and outs and the background of what happens in Hollywood.
Right. Well, we are starlets.
Yeah, we're starlets. So we know that she probably wasn't late to the airport at all.
No, first of all, I guess she's just not a likable character to me. So I'm watching her and I'm I hate everything about her.
Right, and they're making her more unlikable. They're like, let's pretend you were late to the airport. But guess what?
Exactly.
They pull up. He's still in customs.
Her stomach is dropping out of her vagina, as she says.
Yeah, well, she's
whatever
a little
that
bit much.
means. Cool.
So her friend's holding flowers. They get into the airport. So they go inside.
Right.
She starts sprinkling flowers
Right, on the floor.
on the floor at the airport, just like they did in the hotel room. They sprinkled the floor.
She has this thing with like flowers. I think she thinks it's like sexy.
Right, but floor flowers?
But also,
Does she think it's the wedding where you put the flower petals on the
yeah,
floor?
I don't know. But also, like, you know, that's not allowed. Like, we all know you can't just go into an airport and throw flower petals on the floor.
Who's cleaning them up?
Right.
Well, guess what? We're going to get your question answered. The porter comes over. He said that the boss said this is not okay.
Right.
And he starts sweeping the flower petals. And she's like, no, you got to wait.
You have to wait until my man comes. You have to wait until Sean comes.
Listen, Noelle, if you came to pick me up at the airport and you put flower petals all over the floor, I'd be like, why is there stuff all over the floor?
You'd be like, why are you wasting your money on flowers?
Why are you standing in the middle of filth?
Right. Why are you stupid?
Also that.
And that also champagne. So you're going to pop a bottle of champagne in the airport.
In the airport. So you can just drink right there?
Right. That's allowed.
Right.
So you can pop a bottle and it could also sound like a gunshot in an airport.
Is that okay?
No. This is a JFK. It's right by my house.
She's panicking. She's crying. They have the bottle to pop. He comes. She's panicking, crying, looking at him.
The way she's panicking and he's sweating just grossed me out.
Yeah. So they're kissing and her lipstick is all over him.
I blacked out at this point.
Well, wake up because we have a lot more show to cover.
No, I just blacked out at her port. It's like, oh, you're so unlikable.
They go back to a hotel in New York City and she puts roses on the floor there too. And the bed. So they're going to shower and do sexy time.
Right.
But her friends are lingering.
Yeah. And it's also like, guys, go away. Come on.
But it's also like production told them to do that.
Right. But also it's like, because they want Sinj and Sean to be like, no, we're going to play hide the...
Tamale.
No, where's he from?
He's from South Africa.
Hide the hippo?
Sure.
Okay.
That wasn't great.
I don't know what's in South Africa.
Crime.
Tiffany.
Hide the gun.
Shoulders. Hide the gun.
He wants to be alone with her, right? But her friends are like, all right, well, time's up, guys.
Right. They're like backing up. Right.
So they get into the room and they're going to go out sightseeing, but first they have to take shots.
Okay, so when I was watching this, I thought of you. And I'm like, Tracy hates all of these people because of this.
Why do you have to take shots to go
I also feel like this is
sightseeing
my
on an
life.
afternoon?
These are every person in my life.
You need better people
They
in
have
your
to
life.
pregame to go like to the dentist. You know what I mean? Like
You need
this is how
to
it goes.
get better people.
I know.
So Sean and Tanya are holding hands. So her two friends are holding hands. What are we doing?
I don't know. They're all children. We're watching babies play on TV.
Sure. So they go out into the concrete jungle.
That is New York City.
And they blindfold him with a sleep mask.
Like, what a moron.
Not the greatest idea in Times Square to
No.
blindfold someone and give them your purse.
Especially a guy that has no idea where he is, what's happening. I love his chunky sweater, though.
He's
was
cute.
so cute.
He's
He
cute.
is cute.
So they take him by tickets in Times Square. And her surprise to him, I know what you're going to say. It's rose petals on the floor, but it's
You
not.
would think.
It's a sign that she made for him. It's like, hey, it's us.
Thanks for being here. I mean, is it like not lame AF or is it just me?
What's happening?
She has to be an activist in everything she does. That's what
She
it
needs
is.
to get signs printed.
Yeah. It's like, what are you
Stop.
doing? Stop
She's
it.
like, oh, I hope I get arrested.
I'm going to chant.
So she says that they do have a lot of nitty gritty niggles to sort out.
I don't know what that means.
Also, no one knows. what it
Okay. Okay.
Very annoying. She is so annoying.
She's the most
I think she has a
annoying.
personality disorder.
I think that she has many a disorder, but I'll start with a personality disorder.
You know, it's a really good idea if you have a personality disorder
What?
to get some counseling.
Counseling is the best.
Guess what?
What?
BetterHelp online counseling is my favorite way to get therapy. Noelle, you use it. I use it. I have everyone that I know using it.
I have to tell you, everyone is doing it now. This is like a thing.
People are copying us.
Yeah.
They're using BetterHelp online counseling for video chat, for texting, for phone calls. You have all different ways that you can get therapy with BetterHelp. I use it on my iPad. I use the app on my iPad. You could use it on your computer.
I use it on my phone.
You could use it on your phone. It doesn't matter where you are. It's worldwide.
Yes.
So even when St. John's Sean goes back to South Africa, he can still use BetterHelp with the same counselor that he has.
That's awesome.
But if he didn't like the counselor, he could switch him
Ooh.
at any time for no additional cost. You can get help on your own time and at your own pace. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions plus chat and text with your therapist. Anything you share is confidential. And if you're not happy with your counselor for any reason, you can request a new one at any time. There are over 3,000 U.S. licensed therapists across all 50 states. You can start communicating in under 24 hours. Financial aid is available for those who qualify. It's secure. It's convenient. It's professional. You can get therapy in your own home.
It's amazing. You don't even have to leave your house.
You know what my favorite part is?
What?
If you have to cry during your therapy session, you don't have to drive home.
That's true.
You could just cry in the comfort of your own home. Best of all, it's truly an affordable option. 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk listeners get 10% off your first month with discount code FIANCE, FIANCE. So why not get started today?
Why not?
Go to betterhelp.com/fiance. That's better, BETTERHELP.com/fiance. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor that you will love. That's betterhelp.com/fiance.
Awesome.
Speaking of someone who's going through something, let's talk about Michael and Juliana.
Oy vey.
So she has a visa interview in a few weeks and he's going to buy her some jewelry. So he goes to like a very high-end jewelry store.
Right.
And he wants to get her a red, white, blue, green, and gold necklace.
That is the opposite of any necklace that I want.
I don't want that necklace.
No, I don't want that necklace.
Why?
Stupid.
Why do you want that necklace?
Well, he thinks he's being patriotic.
Okay, I don't want a patriotic necklace.
That's
from
the thing.
anyone.
I don't want a patriotic necklace. Is that like a popular thing?
I want a necklace from a country that only is purple.
I was going to say, I want a necklace from a country that's only gold.
I want a necklace from a country that is gold and diamond.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that country.
So he's going to spend $4,000 on this custom-made red, white, blue, green, gold necklace.
Custom-made ugly fucking necklace.
Oh my God.
I cursed. I did. That means I feel passionate.
I totally understand though. So now he's at the jewelry store and she calls him about his credit cards because apparently something's not going through. And he admits that she overspends. The jeweler in the background is hilarious.
He is like not feeling this at all.
He's like, ha ha, you're a moron. You're getting taken.
And he's like, I can't say I would do this.
She bought a car on his credit card.
Wait, is that a thing? Do people charge cars?
Sure.
Okay.
If you have the credit limit.
I guess. Why would you give her that credit limit?
Well, the car was an impulse buy.
Oh, okay. Because she's moving in a few weeks.
Right. You know, like when you buy a car and then you're like,
Oh. I was just depressed that day.
Right. So he's, but you know, they work past that. So that's good. He's flying to Rio for her interview and they're meeting there because she has to fly from the jungle so that she can go to Rio. He has the cutest black puppy named Howie.
Okay. Where was I when Howie was out there?
Howie was on the bed.
Okay. Oh,
Before
Howie was on the bed. Howie was super cute.
And he was like, bye,
I just didn't
Howie.
write about Howie.
I loved Howie.
Howie was super cute.
So she had her visitor's visa denied, right?
Right. Twice.
No big deal.
Right.
So he flew there on the red eye and now he's Skyping with his ex-wife, Sarah.
Right.
And they're BFF.
I really like their relationship a lot.
Yeah. She's like, whatever. Listen, I was 20 when I married him. I was, this was before I had my cataract surgery and I saw that he looks like a cat.
This was before I discovered he's gay.
Right. He's a gay cat.
Right.
And then I was like, whoopsie. He has an armful of bangles, bracelets, a pink Fitbit.
Yeah. I don't understand him.
Anyway, he gets to the hotel. She's 23 years old and she's beautiful.
He's like, you're so skinny. And she's like, I'm depressed. And he's like, you haven't eaten or drank since you've seen me.
He says, and this is a quote, you're a poor Brazilian girl when I'm not here with you. He said, when I'm here with you, you're a rich American.
Yeah. Gross.
Oh, Michael.
Gross. That just shows you what he's looking for right there. He's just looking for someone to save.
She looks Asian.
They make out.
She looks Asian.
She is Asian.
She's Filipino.
She is not.
She could be Brazilian, but she's Filipino in descent.
She's Filipino living in Brazil.
Sure.
Born in Brazil.
Or like Thai.
Yeah.
She's not. Anyway. She's also missing a tooth.
Where?
It was like a molar on her left side.
I didn't even
It
notice.
was pretty close to her front teeth.
Okay.
He wears the tightest clothes. So now
He does.
You see him in his undies, right?
Yeah.
His undies are so tight. His undershirt looks like it's going to cut off his circulation.
I know. I'm like expecting his arms to be blue at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his arms are going to start falling off. He has tourniquet sleeves on. He said that there's strange road bumps, right?
Right. But what does that mean?
Because she's high risk because she has lots of stamps on her passport.
But that doesn't show you anything. A poor girl from the jungle has a lot of stamps on her passport.
Yeah, she just loves traveling. She's a model.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she's an international model.
Yeah. You know who else is? Farrah Abraham. She went to the interview and they were like, how did it go? And she's like, it went very bad.
Bad.
They asked if she was a prostitute. And Michael's like, no, she's not a prostitute.
What would that make me, a pimp?
No, it would make you a
moron. That's what it would make you, a moron.
He's like, what would that make me, a pimp or a John? He's like, I'm not pimping you out. It's like, no one thought you were a pimp, Michael.
No one ever thought you were a
we
pimp.
just thought she was a hooker.
Yeah.
And she is.
But you know, they met on a yacht.
Yeah, a hooker yacht.
Yeah, a hooker yacht. Like she was on the yacht for the sex and the peach.
For the hooking.
Yeah, for the hooking. Yes. And the money.
She was at work.
Yes. And he's like, we had friends. What did he say? We have mutual friends that like to party or something?
Yeah. So you're a drug addict that was looking for a hooker who was also a drug addict.
Yes. Do you know? I can see him doing like 8 balls just by himself over and over.
No,
I know.
Listen, what are you doing at a yacht party with hookers?
Right. Where were
reading
they?
to
Off
them?
the coast, like the south of France,
And she
you know?
speaks English very
Too well.
Because
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, Karini's clearly not a model.
You think?
She wasn't speaking too much English.
No, she wasn't.
Just saying. Anyway, side note on that, Annie on Pillow Talk, Annie and David, she said that that's a regular question on your interview.
Really?
Yeah.
But then why did they make such a big deal about it? Because she's
a hooker.
What was the injury on her elbow?
Oh,
She kept wiping her face, right, of fake tears, and it looked like she had road rash on her elbow
Maybe
and
it was
arm.
when she was propping herself up to prostitute.
Yeah, maybe when she was blowing someone on a motorcycle, they fell.
It was road rash. That's why you wear leather jackets.
God, girl.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So the funniest thing is he needs to flex all the time. So he's like, I'm going to talk to my lawyer.
I know.
And it's like, she's still a hooker.
Right. I mean, listen, if she's a hooker. You love a hooker? What is T-Pain? I'm in love with a stripper.
Yeah, it happens.
She's wearing an engagement ring.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, sex workers are people too. It's fine.
Yeah, no, they are. Here's the thing. I don't care, but just say it.
You're a hooker.
Yeah.
He's going to be going back to the U.S. and he needs to get her a police clearance document saying that she has never been arrested for hooking.
Right. Okay.
I mean, that's, my interpretation, but they need a police clearance document. She wants to move to London now.
I know. Oh, that's nice. It must be nice.
She's like, you know what? Don't worry about it because they might find out I'm a hooker. But if they do, let's go to London.
But how? Wouldn't you have to get a green card for London?
Yeah, but I guess it's easier to get to London, get to the UK than to get to the US. And also the UK is somewhere that he can go.
Right.
Because he could probably get like some kind of work visa.
Sure.
So she's crying because...
And then he's like, I have kids. Not happening.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she's like, great. Now I'm going to cry because...
I have to hook.
And also, where's my credit card?
Right.
Am I going to lose my credit card?
Am I going to lose my car? You can't ship my car?
Maybe she's going to drive from Brazil to...
Maybe she got one of those cars that like can fly too.
It's a credit card, yeah.
Or yeah, why not? Maybe a boat car.
Speaking of a boat car. Bad transition. Let's talk about Anna and Mursal.
Okay.
He's wearing a very fancy beaded bracelet.
I didn't notice that. I just noticed he wears a lot of Columbia.
Yes, he likes a good Columbia.
I remember wearing that in like junior high.
Oh my God, I remember those Columbia
Yeah.
jackets, the one that you could zip out the inner lining.
Yeah.
And it's like a fleece one day, a windbreaker the next day.
It was very versatile.
Very.
I thought I was the coolest thing with a Columbia and a JanSport. Like,
Yeah, that's what I had too.
Who am I?
We
Yeah?
were rich.
I know.
We were rich. We basically had Michael's credit card.
Basically.
We were hookers like Juliana. We were Brazilian hookers.
We
in
got
7th
it.
grade.
We were gifted on a yacht with that.
Noelle was the one with the road rash though.
That was me.
So Anna and Mursal did the sex.
Right.
She's like, we had a great time last night. Ha ha ha. That's all I'm saying. Ha ha ha. All right. Thank you, Anna, for that.
Thanks,
I'm sure your
great.
kids are going to love
Thanks for
that.
the visual.
So now they have to drive from Chicago to Nebraska.
I don't know how long this is.
I feel like it's a whole day.
I don't know where anything is that isn't here. You know what I
have
mean?
noticed that about you.
No, I know where everything on the East Coast is. I know where everything on the West Coast is. Tell me what's in between. Because like that shit don't matter. You know?
So let's say I'm Googling Chicago, Nebraska, and it's just
Okay.
showing me flights. Okay, so this is exactly what I thought it was. It's about a 10-hour drive.
Wow. See, I thought it was like,
So that's from
6
Chicago
hours.
to the middle of Nebraska.
okay,
So it could be an 8-hour drive.
that sucks.
Yeah, so it's like a 10, 12-hour drive.
And the thing
11-hour
is,
drive.
it sucks because he wants mountains. There's no mountains.
No, he's in the Great Plains.
But no, that's why it sucks. You don't have anything to look at.
That's not a great drive.
No.
But here we are. So he says, mountain, corn.
Mountie.
He's not excited anymore.
No, he's like, I am not excited.
He
to
does
be
something
here.
adorable.
What?
He plays his Turkish dance music.
That was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I loved it.
He was snapping and dancing.
I loved it. He's like, yes. He's like, I push you off the road. Yes.
That was so cute though, because I can't tell you, like when I bartended where I live, this is what it was like.
I felt like I was working in the Greek restaurant again.
Yeah, it's adorable. I love it. They're so happy.
So they've spent 30 days together ever.
Right.
And he said that he wants to be a brother to the older two children.
Right.
And then a father to the youngest.
It's very interesting.
I mean, how do you
Right.
see? Like, if
How
I
do you
was
transition?
if I was gonna marry her, I would want to be a mother to the middle one,
Right.
a best friend to the little one, and an acquaintance to the older one. Like,
Yeah.
what does it even mean?
I know. What you want to do is you want to go there. You want to just be cool with the kids until they accept you.
I believe that he's not trying to get to America.
He's not trying to get to America. I don't even think he wants to be in America.
No, I don't think so at all. So he tries to kiss both sides of their face, and
They weren't having it.
Her oldest is his name Joey. Her oldest.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine, it's fine.
You don't even have to do that.
So they're like, do you like pizza? And they order pizza. And he's like, this is gross. This is absolutely disgusting. And guess what?
What?
I got to agree with him.
Yeah, I mean, did you see the pizza? It was like cardboard pizza.
They got like Domino's.
They got possum holler pizza.
Is that what it was called?
No, that's what I got in Ohio.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right. I remember. You stopped there, right?
No, when my car broke
Yeah, you
down,
stopped there
we
when-
had to order it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really bad.
They have the possum holler.
So they got, and meanwhile, the kids thought the pizza was so good.
They don't know any better.
No, they don't know better.
The pizza was gross.
I don't want that pizza ever. He's funny because I feel like I really like his like energy. I feel like he's silly.
Also, I like that he's not trying to pretend that he likes anything.
No, and he's not like gross and creepy.
He's like, yeah, you think I'm trying to get my green card?
Right.
Watch this.
I'll show you how hard I'm not trying to get it. Right.
I hope I get sent back right now.
Uh-huh.
So the boys are saying like he doesn't like the house. He doesn't like the pizza.
And he's like, yeah, I don't like that you guys play video games while we're eating. I hate that. That's
Right.
like a pet peeve of
So
mine.
they're trying to get him to play video games and he's like, leave me alone.
Right.
So then they go and they bring his bags in. And now they're bringing Mursal to meet her mom, Anna's mom.
Grandma.
Now here's the thing, Noelle. He doesn't speak one word of English.
Not a lick. I know.
They're like, oh yeah, we translate. We use this app. They're not using the app.
No. And he's just sitting there like nodding like an old deaf person.
Like a mute.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
No, it sucks.
He didn't even know that he was going to meet her mom.
No.
Her mom. Her mom is trash.
Her mom is gross. Her mother smells like Cheetos.
But also a little bit funny.
oh, you know what? She was very friendly to him.
She goes, welcome, son.
I know. I love his orange scarf.
So he has a shawl on, okay?
But he has it around his waist like a lady at
He had-
first.
Yeah, he was really not.
When he was walking through the restaurant, he had it around his waist.
Yeah, so he said that this is his sun visor. for the back of his neck.
Right.
And it's like a sun visor's for your head.
I
First of
know,
all.
but
then
it's
he
so
shows him
cute.
how he can make a headdress out of it. What's going on?
Leo's like, please don't. Or Gino's like, please don't.
We're gonna get shot in this.
And
Chuck
his
E.
mother's like,
Cheese's.
I want that as a bib.
Oh my God, she's so funny.
Uh-huh.
She has some sick skin tags on her eyeballs.
That's what I was going to say. They're skin tags, right? My
guess
grandpa
so.
had them.
Really?
Yeah.
They look like caterpillars.
But they weren't like that. They were at the ends of his eyes, just little ones.
How cute. She orders water and a beer.
Well, she has to hydrate.
Wait, listen to this. Anna tells Mursal that drinking is a huge part of our culture.
Okay, what did that mean?
Okay. Does she mean like American culture, or does she mean Nebraskan culture, or does she mean alcoholic culture?
I think she meant her family culture.
I think she meant alcoholic culture.
Maybe.
Just saying. So Charlene, her mom, tells Marcel, she's like, he says that Americans are fat and they
Right.
drink a lot.
Right.
She's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. That was pretty funny. So this is a great part.
Okay.
Charlene also said that they stone and behead people in Turkey. And she's like, okay, I need to know that he's not going to stone you.
Right.
She's like, Gino, can you put this into the app? And she's like, just tell him like, like don't stone her.
Don't throw rocks at her.
Don't throw rocks at
Right.
her. And the app says, please don't stone Anna.
Uh-huh. And he's like, they don't even stone people in my country.
Yeah.
Also, she doesn't know what stoning is, does she?
No.
Like, it's not about throwing a stone at someone.
No, it is.
No, getting stoned is you're laying.
Uh-huh.
They put heavy stones on you until your rib cage collapses and you die and you suffocate. I watched them do it.
I thought stoning was throwing rocks at you until you die.
No, you lay and they put like it's supposed to be like torturous, I think.
I mean, all
so
of
they
it
put,
is.
but it's gross. That's like the grossest way to die because it's like little stones until like your rib cage collapses and you suffocate.
I guess there's different ways to do it.
there might be, but like regardless, I feel like it's disgusting.
I just Googled stoning your child. I Googled
Stoning your
stoning.
child?
I Googled stoning, and all of a sudden it just popped up stoning your child in the Bible.
Oh my God.
And then the second thing that comes up is, what does the Bible say about rape?
Well, the only reason why I've seen
Okay,
the
so Noelle.
stoning is when I went to Salem. That's what they did to the witches.
That's a different kind of stoning.
Okay.
This stoning is a method of execution during which a group of people, usually peers of the guilty party, throw stones at the condemned person until he or she dies.
But like, what do you do? Do they run around or
no,
they
like
stand
they're like
there?
in a place and you just throw.
That's sick.
The whole
too.
community does
So
it.
all of the stoning is disgusting.
Right.
I'd rather just do a guillotine. Like
Me
just
too.
chop my fucking head off.
Like in Braveheart.
I mean, I've never seen Braveheart. I heard it's brutal.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I can't believe you've seen Braveheart.
My
It's
dad
like,
used to
who are
watch it
you?
a lot.
My dad too, and he would be like, "Cover your eyes,
My dad would be like, uncover your eyes.
watch all of
Watch
this."
this guy's head get cut off. Marcel's family doesn't know about her kids.
Because they don't think it's right. That
And
she
Gino's
wa-
like upset. Gino should not be here for this.
No, but also I didn't know that she wasn't married to the kid's dad, and apparently that was like a big thing.
I mean, then just say that she was married to the kid's dad. Who cares?
Right.
He wanted her to live in Turkey.
There were so many jalapenos on her nachos. Side note, I've
There was
never
a lot of
seen.
garbage on those nachos.
Yeah, it was. They were garbage chos.
So now her mom, Charlene, doesn't trust that he won't leave. So she said, hey, Mursal, if your family finds out about my children, will you leave me and go back to Turkey? And he says,
Maybe Annie. That's what he said. Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. That was really sad. And she looked like devastated. But it's also like, I guess you guys don't talk.
They don't talk.
Yeah. I was going to say, I guess you guys haven't.
Don't you
spoken
guys have
about this.
deep heart to heart? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, mountains,
You know how long it would take to have a heart to heart through an app?
corn.
Like that? Bees.
Speaking of Annie, let's talk about
Your favorite?
my fave, Robert and Annie.
Okay.
So Robert goes out for drinks with his friend Juan. Juan is from the DR.
Mm-hmm. He's from the
And
Dominican.
He's from the island.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that Dominican girls want money.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to come to America. And please don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert's like, listen, Annie is different. She doesn't ask me for anything.
Of course.
I just give her money.
And he's like, I do it randomly.
Yeah.
Okay.
just randomly. So she
Uh-huh.
doesn't even know when or if it's coming. But if I didn't send it to her, she doesn't talk to me. So
But yeah, but everything's
she doesn't ask
fine.
for it though.
Uh-huh.
Robert said she's different than other Dominican girls.
So
She
how many
doesn't just
times
want
have
money.
I heard this?
Well, Juan's like, listen, bro, my friend got caught up in a scam like this, and it's not great.
I'll tell you, my friend is currently going through this, and
Everyone.
I'm waiting for her to leave.
I know many
Yeah.
people who have done this.
Yeah.
So Juan's friend did it. The woman left him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, nah, man, this girl's got good energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robert gave us some wisdom.
Okay, let's hear it.
You live, you learn, crash and burn.
Uh-huh. That's exactly the quote I wrote.
Well, he's got a son, Bryson.
Mm-hmm.
And Annie comes today to Florida, right?
Right.
So he's saying that Bryson talks to her every single day.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I don't understand these people that are like, oh, look, here's your new mom.
Right.
You know, it's like, come on. I understand that he wants a babysitter. It's like really hard for him to do this all alone, but come on.
Yeah, that's not your mom.
Yeah.
He said that, what are you going to say to Annie when you see her?
Happy Mother's Day.
Right. And he's not totally off.
Right. Is that funny? And
That's
then
pretty
he
funny.
goes, when he's got the sign, he's like, what does the sign say? And the kid goes, bingo. And he's like, I don't see bingo on here.
It said Benvenidos.
Right.
And I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's like honestly not a bad
I
guess.
know.
That was Bienvenidos.
I think he's cute, that kid.
I think that you should be his mom.
I could be his mom. I think he's so pretty. He's so
He's
cute.
pretty.
Yeah.
He's just,
He's a wild animal.
So he wants his dad's hat. So he's annoying. He's crying. He's screaming in the airport. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not into this. That is when I would abandon my child forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I would be like, excuse me, security guard. I found this child and he doesn't have a family.
But who knows if your kid would act like that? I feel like it's also, listen, kids are wild, but it's also,
I don't know how my
disciplined
kids would
your
act in
kids.
foster care, but
I mean, probably
wouldn't
not
really care.
good. I hear that you get a big allowance in foster care.
I mean, you're welcome to the parents of my
Yeah,
children.
I don't know. Someone I know is in foster care. He told another kid, and now the other kid's like, I want to go to foster care. And I'm like, I don't think you get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the greatest.
Yeah.
No, you do. You get money from the state from.
Yeah, they give him like $400 a month.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not-
like, I mean, it's not a lot, but when you're 13, it's something.
What, they give it to the kid?
Yeah, he gets $350 a month. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Uh-huh.
Well, I will put you in foster care.
Okay, I mean, that's fine, but I don't really want to share a room. That's my problem.
You're going to have to, and you're going to get beaten
I know.
and raped. Sorry
Great.
about that.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, but listen, $400 a month.
I mean, if we're not doing anything, for having nobody want you. Really?
I can't wait to turn you over. Annie comes in a denim jumpsuit. I would not
Uh-huh.
expect anything less.
No.
So
She looks better in person than she did in the pictures.
I think she's cute. I like her.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She looks,
Yeah.
she's like got some spunk to her.
Yeah,
I like her. Yeah.
She looks like a regular person. She's
Uh-huh.
not like that Barbie doll.
No, but in the
weirdo.
pictures, I didn't like how she looked.
She was,
looked
like,
gross.
filtered.
Yeah.
So apparently her mom died when she was 22, 8 years ago, and she wants to be a mom. And she's like, well, now I have a kid.
Yeah, I mean, it takes the work out of it.
Seriously. So she's like, I'm a really nice person, but I have a temper. So yada, yada, yada. She's probably going to stab Robert.
Right.
Okay, cool. She said that she never imagined she would live here.
It's like, I don't know.
I got to tell you, Annie, I'm going to challenge that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's so
I saw
true.
your vision board in your room of just pictures of Florida and New York City cut out all over it. So
Donald
that makes
Trump.
it makes me question you.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, all right, here's our bed. This is a full-size bed. We have one bedroom and we will all sleep in this full-size
Right,
bed.
I don't have a bed for Bryson. Like, don't you think you should have thought of that ahead of time?
Right. Also, you should have a bed for your child.
I mean, listen, you should obviously have a bed for your child, but don't you think you should have thought of that also?
Also, he said eventually he'll get a toddler bed, but it's going to be in the same room.
Yeah, gross.
She's like, yeah, I don't want to sleep.
That would be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shot. She wants to do sex. And
But doesn't he want to do the sex? And he's thinking,
he honestly, I really think he just wants her to be the mother of this child.
maybe. I feel like he's like, okay, so then we have living room sex. I don't know.
The baby's crying for Annie already. That
Okay.
was weird.
How weird was that?
Very, very weird.
It was very off-putting. I guess the kid really wants a mother in his life. He really needs a woman
I think that
around.
Robert's been brainwashing him.
I mean, I think Robert brainwashed him a little bit, but I don't know. I think he's like, he had a mom until not that long ago. And I think he's like really wants a woman around.
Yeah, like, do I get a different mom?
Yeah.
now? They have a secret pound handshake. Did you love
That was
it?
really cute.
Well, anyway, he won't go to sleep. He's a wild animal.
And she hasn't had sex in a year. That's
Whatever.
really all there is to it.
Let's talk about Emily and Sasha.
Okay.
They're in Russia.
It looks like they're in Olga's old apartment, right?
Noelle. I want to read you my note. You
Okay.
ready? Do they live in a hostel with Olga?
Okay. I put Olga's old apartment question mark.
Does everyone in Russia have the same apartment with a
Yes.
twin bed
With a
on the
twin
left
bed.
side of the
Yes.
wall?
Yes.
Get out of here.
That's where she lives. She lives with Olga. Olga's like, I'll sublet this to you.
yeah. She's like, you're on 90 Day Fiance?
Right.
Who is anyone else doing it in Russia? Oh, Emily and Sasha, why don't you take my room?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh my God, get out of here. So they're going to go meet his first ex-wife, Masha. Okay. So this is who he has the son Danielle with.
Right.
The next wife was a few years later.
Right.
And then he had a kid with her too. So
Right.
apparently he left his
The first wife.
So this is what happened. He was married to the first wife. He had the son. He got another woman pregnant and then left
Right.
her for the pregnant woman.
Right. And then left the other wife
Yes, for this one.
this
and
one.
then got her pregnant right away.
So that's a pattern, clearly, that he has.
a pattern? What's a pattern? Like when you do things
It's a pattern.
a lot?
Yeah.
Interesting. So the next wife is a few years later.
But they don't show her.
Well, okay. The second wife, this was the problem. You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
This is such a man's explanation.
Oh, I like it.
He says that he became a personal trainer when he was with his second wife, and she left him because he was too muscular.
This isn't what I want. These muscles. There's muscles. This is not what I
you know,
want.
I totally understand that because I had a boyfriend once that left me because I was too pretty and rich.
Right. I mean, I hear you.
He was like, listen,
That is why Matt married me, actually.
because you're too pretty and rich. Okay, cool. Everyone has their own. So
Yeah,
they go
she
to
left.
dinner or whatever, and
She matches the room.
she's wearing a hoodie and jeans. His ex-wife.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. I know that like you see someone on TV and you're like, what's up with them? What was up with her teeth? Well, I just
Okay.
want to know what was wrong with them. Is it because she had an overbite?
Okay, she was having a hard time keeping her teeth inside of her mouth.
That's the problem. They were like hanging out of
They
her
were
mouth.
too overbitey.
Okay.
So she
I
was
thought
just
so. She couldn't close her lips around them.
right. But
Yeah.
you would have thought by now she would have figured out how to do it.
That's what I was thinking.
But she hasn't figured
she
it out
definitely
yet.
snores. I guarantee you.
She thinks that they should stay in Russia because he has 2 other children here. You know what? You might have something
You would
there,
think.
Masha.
Right.
She said that men only think of themselves. I got to tell you, I liked her.
No, me too. I liked her until Emily stepped outside.
So Emily's like, listen, I'm really tired. And Sasha goes, Emily says that she's tired of this situation.
I know.
Nope. Emily said,
That's not what happened at all.
Emily said, I'm tired because I'm 9 to 12 months pregnant.
Also, Emily clearly has a very bad problem with like confrontation
And anxiety.
and anxiety
Yes.
because she needs to go out all the time. She doesn't feel well.
Right.
But why is it the minute she went outside, suddenly Masha was like, I want you to stay. Like suddenly like weird, like her whole demeanor changed. Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't
He's
know.
Gross though.
That's what I mean. He's not even like good looking. Like
He has no personality. He seems nasty.
I live around a lot of Russian guys and some of them are hot.
I like Andre better.
Yeah, me
I mean,
too.
not that he's Russian.
No, but he's more like manly.
yeah,
I guess.
this guy like is nothing.
No, this guy's like a little biatch.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
no,
And
I don't like him at all. He's a sleazeball.
I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week. I'm actually like kind of hooked in now.
I know.
I hope you guys are too. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter at 90 Day Podcast. You can follow me, your host, at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Noelle.
Noe_bear810 on Instagram and at NoeGirl on Twitter.
Also, guys, make sure you're joining our Patreon, patreon.com/Teen Mom Trash Talk, and it's going to be amazing.
All right.
Thank you so much for listening, and
And,
make sure you sign up for BetterHelp.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.